Hey everybody, so I kind of wanted to make a video today explaining why I kind of chose and converted to going from Universal Studios so much to going to Disney a lot more often. Yeah, I wrote down like a whole bunch of different things because I know there's just so much to talk about on this because for majority of my life I was such a huge Universal fan with going on the ride since I was like 8 or 9 until I was about 20 years old, and then I kind of converted into being more of like a Disney person. I still love Disney. I still love Universal a lot. It just going more often and comparing it, and basically I'm going to be explaining my reasoning on why I like Disney so much more nowadays. And yeah, I wrote everything down, so let's get into it. So basically, to start off, one of the big things I want to say about why I prefer Disney nowadays over Universal is basically just the experience. Universal's a great place and all, but when it comes to Disney, it's like everything makes it feel so luxurious and nice when it's like even just little things like people greeting you at the door and saying, "Welcome home," or it's just really nice things that are always constantly being said at Disney to you. And when you go to Universal, like, yeah, sometimes it happens, but it's not as like much as they care. Not to like, completely crap on Universal or anything. It's just, I still love it. It's just, it's a complete different experience. Also, I want to say that Universal is kind of more of just a theme park to me. And this is me just being honest. Like, I was going to Universal majority of my life, and I still love it nowadays, but it's like, as I get older, I find Disney just to be more enjoyable. But it's more than just rides at Disney. You have all these great experiences that you can do with dining to make a very special moment even more special and memorable. Like in Epcot, they have a giant aquarium where you can see all of these beautiful animals, and they have like nursery home for the manatees. You see sharks. They got giant stingrays in there, old sea turtles that are 100 years old, like little stuff like that. And they have really makes the experience for you. They always have a constant new festival at Epcot. One of them that's coming up now is going to be Festival of the Arts, where a whole bunch of artists, they come with like Disney inspired art, and it's just so cool with new food coming out, and it's constantly like upgrading. I'm not gonna lie, when the last time I went to Islands Adventure or Universal, it kind of just felt like bland and a bit outdated. I know that they did create the new Epic Universe, and I absolutely love that. Don't get me wrong, but everything just moves so slow there. Like the operation, like you can have a very bad day at Epic just due because of the rain. Most of the rides are outside, and sometimes half of the rides aren't even operating. The Monsters Universe, though, I think they absolutely killed that, but I just feel like something's still lacking in that park. I love Stardust Racers as well, but I don't know. It's just something about Universal recently has been just lacking very hard for me as a core Universal fan. So that's another thing. Also, like at Disney, if you go to like Animal Kingdom or something, like, yeah, there's some really good rides like Mount Everest, the Expedition Everest ride, with the Yeti. Dinosaurs is awesome, which they're getting rid of for Indiana Jones now. And even the whole Avatar land. Yeah, it's cool and it's nice about the rides, but there's also just so much more to do. You can go on a little train and go feed these little wild goats. That goes like basically around the park. There's a whole bunch of new food options there. The restaurant Yak and Yeti is incredible. Kilimanjaro Safari alone is a ride that's bigger than Magic Kingdom, but it doesn't even feel like a ride. It's just you're learning about animals and seeing all these different animals the whole time, and it's just like there's so much cool stuff. The Finding Nemo show. There's so much to do in each and every Disney park that I just absolutely love that like every day doesn't have to be the same. You can go watch the Finding Nemo show. They also have the new Zootopia show out at Animal Kingdom. Epcot has a bunch of little shows, the Beauty and the Beast. They have the Awesome Planet one. There's just so much to do. Even at Magic Kingdom is like the filler magic, the fireworks show alone every single night of Happily Ever After is just absolutely beautiful. It's a $50,000 fireworks show that they put on every single night. And just something about all these little things makes everything just come together, I think, for Disney and really like makes the experience feel special. I will say that I love Universal and I love going to Halloween Horror Nights. I really do. That's something that I go like the whole month or 2 months for even. I get like the crazy pass because it's just awesome. But I just feel like Universal is lacking with the experience alone. Last time I stayed at one of the hotels there, they overcharged me like $3,000 and I had to fight them on like just getting my money back alone, which was crazy. And I had to explain it to them. And it took like over 2.5, 3 weeks to get my money back. And everything was just so overpriced at the Sapphire Falls, which used to be me and my girlfriend's favorite hotel when we first started dating. But it's just something is very lacking, I would say. Also, I want to say like another thing about it is like the food at Disney is just absolutely amazing compared to like what they have at Islands of Adventure and Universal. I will say Epic Universe did a bit better with their food, especially when they first came out. I think that Epic Universe with the Celestial Park, their food was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good, but it kind of felt like not really a special experience unless if you go to that like water restaurant or even the Asian one, but the Asian one wasn't open when I was going yet, which it looked really cool inside when I did see it. But yeah, I don't know. Something is really lacking about Universal to me, and it kind of hurts as like a core Universal fan. They have some of the best rides at Universal. Velocicoaster is probably one of the best hands down thrill rides, I think, probably on Earth. I'm not going to lie about that. But something about the experience in general and going is more enjoyable at Disney for me. I don't know if anybody else feels their way about this. It could maybe just be because I have been going to Universal so long and maybe I needed something new. But even when they opened Epic Universe, I kind of still feel like Disney overall just knows how to run the park better. And this is just me being completely transparent with you guys. I love both parks in general still so much, but it's just like, I just kind of want to make a video of like why I chose to kind of like prioritize going to Disney more often than Universal. I will still go to Epic Universe here and there, but even just classic Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, like, I don't know. I feel like some stuff is just not as fun anymore. I feel like every day almost has to be the same. And at Disney, you can make your day different. Like, there's 4 whole different theme parks. There's so much land. There's so much to do. Even at the hotels and resorts, there is so much different things to do. Like, there was a horse sleigh ride for Christmas at Fort Wilderness. You could see the fireworks view from just different hotels there. We love the Polynesian Island Tower, Walulu Bar. That's always an amazing experience there. The food is absolutely amazing too, and just the view and also the transportation. Something about the transportation at Disney, it's just amazing. Like I usually when I'm in a car, I get tired of driving, but when you're taking a giant ferry boat and you're taking it at 5:36 when the sun is coming down and it's just beautiful out and you're just headed, it's so relaxing. Or the skyline, and you don't have to pay for any of these things. Like, you don't even need park admission for half of the transportation there. So there's just so much other things to do that make it like more of a magical and more memorable experience for I guess everyone, or maybe just for me, I can't speak for everybody, but this is just why I've converted more of going to Disney over Epic Universe. I did want to show some clips as well of like the California Grill experience. Like if you wanted to go on a date night, or say it's Valentine's Day, or maybe your girlfriend or your wife's birthday, or you just want to have like a good dinner and you want to relax, maybe you busted your butt all here and you want to see like the fireworks show and just amazing view. California Grill at Contemporary, man, I cannot say much better about it. It was just such an amazing experience there, and stuff like that makes you want to come back. Like just the high quality, like customer service just is up there. Like every single time it's like I go to a restaurant and I'm like, okay, let's see how this is gonna be, and it's just like I'm blown away just how they treat you. And it makes you want to come back. They're always like, welcome back or welcome home. It's just very, very nice. Every single time you go, it's like, wow, I want to come back here and make this my home, but it's very expensive. But yeah, I will say also another thing to state is the Lightning Lanes versus the Fast Passes. Lightning Lanes are at Disney and the Fast Passes are at Universal. I just want to say that I think the Fast Pass at Universal, we went and we stayed at like a deluxe hotel there, which we stayed at Portofino Bay. So we got the unlimited express passes and we're like, okay, let's go do this. So that hotel is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love Portofino Bay. The rooms were giant. Let me say that. But the express pass takes so long at Universal, I feel like. We were going on Velocicoaster and I timed like how long everything was going to be just because I wanted to. And Velocicoaster took us 47 minutes to get on in an express line. When you go to Disney, I say like maybe takes 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy has the pre-show, so it could take a little bit longer than that, but never next to 50 minutes, man. And even Hagrid's, like, sometimes the express line is just crazy. So it kind of makes me just like, oh, like, I wanted to, like, splurge this time and just be able to, like, walk past everybody. Because, you know, you have the express passes and you paid for that deluxe hotel. But it's like, no, I didn't feel like you got that. And, like, the Lightning Lane pass, the multi-pass is just so worth it. Like, it's cheap. You could pay $30 to $40 for a multi-lane pass. Sometimes even cheaper. Like sometimes you can get Animal Kingdom for the first day or of your vacation or whatever for $16, and you get to use that multi-pass in multiple parks. So you could book the whole park all day for what, $16 to $30 or $40. Like if it's a crazy overcrowded day, the prices do go up, but it's like, you just get to do whatever you want, and like every day is different, and I don't know. It's really cool. I just love how the park is managed basically by Disney. I feel like they do a really good job at that, and like there's like parades all the time. There's just so much to do. Like at just the resort and the hotel alone makes you feel like you basically have been teleported to a different state at some of them. Like Animal Kingdom Lodge is literally feels like you're like in a crazy African safari village, basically. Like it is so cool. Everything is wood when you walk in there. They have animals at the hotel. They have Boma, which is a nice breakfast spot where everything is like inspired by African taste. Jiko for dinner is like a whole African vibe. It's just so nice and beautiful to see different things like that. And one of our favorite hotels isn't even one of the most expensive. Like Animal Kingdom Lodge is a deluxe hotel, but moderate hotel, we go to Port Orleans, and that one is just absolutely beautiful. You can get the Alligator Bayou, which is more of like a swamp vibe in Louisiana, but it literally feels like you're in a different state. The trees are different. everything is colored different, like all the buildings, the bricks, everything, the roads, like it's just an amazing thing. They have horse carriage rides there that you can just go on, like a nice carriage and just go around the resort. That's beautiful with all these crazy trees. They do wedding receptions there. Like it's just insane. But yeah, I know I'm kind of just like ranting probably at this point and repeating myself, but I feel like I wanted to make a video on kind of why I converted to going to Disney more often than Universal. Just overall the experience, the lightning lanes, it really does feel special there. And Universal has some of the best rides. I'm not gonna just completely like talk down on Universal. Some of the best rides, I will say Velocicoaster and Hagrid's and Stardust Racers and the new Monsters ride. The new Monsters ride is the best dark ride I think ever made. In the castle and everything, that was just absolutely amazing. But the experience overall, and there's just so much more than just a theme park at Disney. But yeah, that's kind of just all I wanted to say. I could probably talk so long about this because I was such a huge Universal fan. But also, I feel like they need to drop an Epic Universe annual pass, guys. It's time, I think. But it seems like they have capacity issues with that because a lot of people are complaining that like they waited too long. They only got to do 2 or 3 rides throughout the whole day if it's raining. Like there's so much stuff that has to go right on your vacation to go to Epic Universe that like most likely you can have a bad experience there, because if it rains, a lot of the rides are closed. I think it's like 80% of the rides are closed, and like not everybody's like a huge thrill seeker. So Stardust Racers is like a huge thrill ride. So a lot of people are scared of that. And then they have hiccups in Isle of Berk. I know it's a new theme park and I love Epic, but it's just like there's so much things that have to be changed, and there's a lot that has to go right on the day of when you're booking it. Also, you have to book Epic days kind of like in advance because some of them sell out. I don't know how much they're selling out nowadays because I haven't went, but when I was going, like I've been to Epic like 8 or 9 times already. And when I was going, basically just you have to book it at least like 2 weeks or a week in advance to get your day. And it's like, I can't tell the weather on a week or 2 in advance. Like, I don't know. I know it's a new theme park and I'm kind of like crapping on it, but it's just how I feel. Like it needs to be ran better and a little bit of things need to change. But it's so beautiful. Like I want to go back. Like I literally hope there is an annual pass for Epic, and I'll keep my Disney annual pass. But I stopped going to Universal and Islands of Adventure because I just, they're just the experience overall. But I've also been on those rides a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a fan of like the Harry Potter ride in Islands of Adventure anymore with the 3D screens and stuff, or I just feel like Spider-Man is just such a lazy ride as well nowadays, and Transformers and stuff. I don't enjoy those as much as I used to, especially like growing up riding those. I used to love them, but it's like, I don't know, I just, something about it has changed for me. It could be, sometimes I think the technology and the screens at Disney are a lot better. Like if you go on Rise of Resistance, like, and you look out the spaceship with like space, can't even tell like it's a screen out there. But Epic Universe is their new park, and that's where their new technology is. And like I will say, Monsters Universe, those screens on that ride are absolutely amazing. And on the Ministry of Magic, I just wasn't a fan of the ride vehicle on Ministry of Magic, which might be a hot take for a lot of people, but I don't get the hype for the new Ministry of Magic ride. Like, yes, if you're a huge Harry Potter fan, which I'm not, I can see like you being like, wow, this is amazing. But it feels like you're just in a Tower of Terror box spinning and like in a janky like movement. And I know they spent so much money on each ride vehicle. I think each ride vehicle was next to like $8 million or something. I could be wrong on the exact amount, but I knew it was a lot of money that they spent on each ride vehicle for the Ministry of Magic. And yeah, I've rode it, and the animatronics on the ride, you can't even tell which are real or which aren't. But I'm like, something about it, I wasn't like, whoa, this is fascinating. And I'm just being transparent with you guys. I don't want anybody to be upset with me about just my take on this. But if I'm choosing to wait 3 or 4 hours to ride this ride or go on Monsters Universe, which is usually a 15 to 30 minute wait, I'm just going to ride Monsters 5 times or 6 times instead. It's such a better ride. I think Monsters Universe has the best dark ride ever made. But yeah, I'm ranting at this point. I keep going back and forth between them, but that's kind of what this video was about, because it's how I truly feel as a hardcore Universal fan from the beginning. And yeah, I just hope they release an Epic Universe annual pass soon for the new park. We'll see. But if there's anybody that does feel this way, I know I'm not right all the time about anything. Like, you guys don't have to have the same opinion of me. Opinion with me, but yeah, it's just kind of my take on why I have been enjoying Disney a lot more than Universal. If you guys could drop a comment, and I want to hear what you guys think. You know, like, everybody has a different opinion and perspective. Do you guys feel the same way? Do you guys not feel the same way? Do you think Universal runs their park great? Maybe I haven't been having the best experiences recently. I don't know. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you guys liked this video or enjoyed it, or just would like me talking about this, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little bit. But everybody have a great day. Thank you guys so much. Create the Dream with Craig. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think.